It's your boy, Big Phil from Big Phil Speaks, coming at you today with another potent topic. Make America great again. Hmm? Huh? Make America great again. Huh? America great again? Let's get into it. First of all, with the rise of President number 45, Donald J. Trump, you had the emergence of a hat. They call it the MAGA hat. The MAGA hat, Make America Great Again, is what it stands for. Make America Great Again. That's what it stands for. But let's be honest. How you gonna make America great again until you make America great? As a superpower, America's great. Yeah. As the size of the continent, the amount of people that inhabit the continent of America, North America, that is. Yeah, that's great. But let's dig in. Before you can make America great again, you got to dig into the foundation of the bullshittery that's been plaguing America. Meaning you got to go back first to the Constitution, tear it up, rewrite it, give people equal footing in the Constitution. Touch them amendments up, make them proper, make America great again, right? To make America great again, you got to go back to the lands that were stolen in the first place by way of trickery, violence, etc., etc. The native population to this country need to be recompensed way more than the little reservations they've been given. To do so will make America so great, would truly make America great. Then, to make America great again, you have to reparate, you have to repair, you have to repay, you have to do for the descendants of the people that were taken from their country, brought to this country in bondage, in slavery, broken down in every manner and form that you can think of, whether it be rape, separation from native language, that is, separated from their native land and culture, separated from their natural and native religions and spirituality, forced in all kinds of wickedry, made to work for some of the forefathers of America, the great America, right? We got to fix that. To make America great again, we can no longer sweep the bullshittery under the rug. No, we can't do that. We can no longer act like race ain't been an issue in this country. The slaves were so-called freed at a certain time period, right? But still treated like slaves, right? Make America great again. To make America great again, you have to offer reparations to every descendant of the stolen lands of this country, to every descendant of slavery in this country. What do those reparations entail? Now, The black population, African American population was promised 40 acres and a mule. At this day and age, with the population being what it is, that's impossible. But it needs to start with one, a 4-year free education at a school of higher learning. Reduced taxes, at least for 10, 15, 20 years. Reduced taxes, free education. An entrepreneurial or business grant for those that would like to partake in getting their businesses off the ground. Along with that business grant, a land grant, meaning where they live at can never be taken from under their feet, ever. If that means do away with eminent domain, or if that means writing a new amendment to the Constitution that says so, that for every house and land purchased by a descendant of slavery, they own that land outright. The same way the U.S. sells lands to Saudi Arabia, China, different other places. Make America great again, right? To make America great again, you got to deal with the people, politicians, and powers that be that put organizations like Black Lives Matter in the same pot with Osama bin Laden, Idi Amin, and other dictators, Hitler, and other world tyrants. To make America great again. When Black Lives Matters exists solely because of the foolishness allowed in America when it comes to dealing with Black citizens, African American citizens. To make America great again, you have to throw in the Aryan Brotherhood, the KKK, and various other organizations, all these neo-Nazi fascist organizations, into domestic terroristic stature, title. Throw them in the group. Why? Because it's been rooted in evil. It's been rooted in violence. Black Lives Matter, it hasn't been rooted in violence. But if you do the history on the KKK and all its offshoots and offspring, what has it been rooted in throughout the years? Yeah, now it's more subliminal, which is even worse. Because years ago you had physical slavery. Now you have mental and emotional slavery. To make America great again, you need to revamp the judicial system from the top down. For all of the souls that have been lost, incarcerated, died in prisons and penitentiaries unjustly, or for crimes that didn't garner that. To make America great again, you have to rewrite those laws, those mandatory minimums. Deal with the fact that a lot of judges, prosecutors, and so-called defense attorneys at times have turned a blind eye to knowing that some innocent people have been sentenced locked up, and in some cases executed for crimes they never did. To make America great again, you got to deal with that. You can't act like it don't exist. Be scared to speak about it. Once you deal with the court system, you need to, matter of fact, before the court system, you need to deal with the part of the judicial system that deals with the law enforcement arm. Huh? There needs to be more intensive training before these officers hit the street. These officers need to be made to do community policing, walk the beat. Yeah, we in a digital age, the internet, et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of these officers come from areas where there's an entrenched disdain for African Americans, Latino Americans, other minorities. You have some that come from good households, bad upbringings. You have some that come into their job with a chip on their shoulder. There's no way on God's green earth you should have police officers, law enforcement on the job, policing neighborhoods that they don't know shit about, other than statistics, other than what they've seen on the news, other than what their commanders or somebody else had told them. They must have firsthand knowledge. How do they get it? Walking the beat, getting to know the community, getting to know the constituents of the neighborhoods that they are assigned to. What does that do? It helps make America great again, because you rebuild public trust in the law enforcement and police departments and sheriff departments. What does it do? It helps to humanize the people that live in that community, so that police officers can start seeing people as people, not just people of color. They'll start to realize, oh, this neighborhood might look a little different, but it's much like my community. You got your good people, and you got your bad people. You got your people that want to do better, and your people that don't want to do nothing. And you get to start to dealing with the people in that community accordingly. You don't come into communities dressed like a SWAT hit team, like the Gestapo, or like you looking for America's most wanted criminal. You know what I'm saying? Tactical gear. I'm not talking about regular police uniforms. Tactical gear. Like you at war. Who you at war with? The community? Make America great again, right? That's part of America. You at war with America? So why are you coming into neighborhoods dressed like you at war? Huh? To make America great again, you got to deal with what the government allowed, and in some instances had their hand in on, with placing drugs in our communities. Not just because when it hit suburbia or their children's houses, but when it hit the inner cities. In a lot of cases, law enforcement, the judicial branch, and the government allowed, okayed, sanctioned, profited in, turned a blind eye to drug activity on a major scale. To make America great again, you must deal with all these things. To make America great again, there must be an apology to President number 44, Barack Obama. Why? Why he need to be apologized to? Because Barack Obama gave you the best look of a U.S. president in a lot of years that cared about all people. But because he was black, not because he was just Democrat, but because he was black, got some of the worst treatment that a U.S. president ever received, including from Donald J. Trump, pre-presidency. Ironic that he became president after the fact, huh? Obama came in office at a time when President Bush and that war in Iraq cost us so much money, so many lives, so much time. The debt was astronomical. And Obama put in place the things that made unemployment look good now. Has the economy better flourishing now. See, what you don't realize is things that are put in place now, some take small effect now, but have a great effect later when it builds like a snowball. So some of these so-called things that Donald J. Trump is getting admired for, credit for, he fell into at the work of President Obama. Now, talking about 45, President Trump. To make America great again, you got to deal with the fact that the Senate showed its ugly self in the trial to the so-called mock trial, because it wasn't a real trial, to see about removing President Trump from office. Why I say it's a mock trial? Because under the laws of the United States, everybody is able to present evidence as to one's guilt or innocence. How are you going to have a trial with no evidence and no witnesses? Make America great again? Deal with that shit. And it wasn't just about party lines, because Donald Trump is a Republican. We're going to stand by his side. A lot of the miggity figgities, for lack of better cuss words, worried more about their personal interests. And who better to keep in office than somebody that worries about their personal interests the most? Huh? Make America great again, huh? People showed the true ugliness of what makes up part of the American government with this whole impeachment. With the allowance, with the turning a blind eye to, the being okay with, the good old boy mentality. When it comes to the racism, the sexism, the idiotic rants, making us look astronomically bad internationally, which is going to have a long-standing effect on America. Make America great again, huh? We got to work from the inside out. To make America great again, as I said earlier about reparating those that the land was stole from originally. To make America great again, there needs to be an open and real apology to the so-called illegal immigrants that have been encaged, treated like trash, and or deported. I'm not talking about the criminal element. I'm talking about honest, hardworking folk from whatever country they come from. Why apologize, Big Phil? Because these same folks traveled miles through rough terrain, through robbers, rapists, traffickers, etc., to get to America, take on just about any menial job that we don't want. And for the most part, working to their best ability. Get hired by some of these big corporations and big construction companies, big textile companies, big manufacturers, big factories, including companies owned by Donald J. Trump. It's okay for that to happen, but then throw them away, spit them up, chew them out, throw them away, get them up out of here. They don't need to be here. How dare you when some of your forefathers came here illegally? Huh? When some of your forefathers stowed away on a boat to get here for the American dream. How dare you? Donald J. Trump, look into your history. Look at your daddy. Look at some of you all, some of the other politicians, their family members, their forefathers. Some of them came here illegally. So how can you, as a human being, with full conscience, back deporting illegal immigrants that have not committed any crimes, that are not violent, that came here for a better life, the life your forefathers came here for? Huh? To make America great again. All these things have to be addressed. All of these things have to be addressed. Furthermore, to make America great again, we as Americans need to learn how to sit down and be able to talk with each other. Not talk to, talk at, talk over, talk under, talk with. Conversation. You can talk to somebody, but be willing to hear back from. Be open and honest, even about the ugly shit. Be open and honest about the despicable shit. Be open and honest about the shit that we all don't want to talk about. Because without dialogue, there's no communication. And without communication, there can never be understanding from any side. To make America great again, America needs a lot of work. A lot of work. No more bullshittery, no more underhandedness, no more lies, no more deceit. There needs to be full disclosure. Take all the shit that's been thrown under the rug, pull that shit out under the rug, clean it up properly. Huh? That's why we keep revisiting shit, because it was never dealt with properly from the giddy up. To make America great again, we, each and every one of us, have to do our part. And if that's not to happen, y'all need to throw those fucking hats in the trash. Because I'm going to say it this time and say it till I die. Right now, America ain't looking that great at all. The color of my skin and the color of your skin shouldn't mean shickety. Shouldn't mean shit. We bleed the same. We're born the same. Outside of disease, or some other unnatural disaster, we die the same. Matter of fact, we die the same even if it's a violent act or disease. And if you do the understanding scientifically, we all stem from one. So to make America great again, we have to start looking at each other like, that could be my brother, that could be my sister, that could be my mother, that could be my father, that could be my daughter, that could be my son. If you look at that and apply the biblical principle, treat your neighbor as yourself, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, see your neighbor as a mirror reflection, like it could be you, and treat them accordingly, that would make America great again. That would help solve a lot of the problems that exist in America. Before all you current MAGA hat wearers, current staunch supporters of making America great again, I implore you, look at yourself in the mirror. If every ought you have against somebody of color would be changed if the person you have an ought with was your color, then you need to check yourself. Meaning, if the act or the ill feeling you have towards someone, if it would be different if that was your son or your daughter or your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mother or your father, your auntie or your uncle, you need to check yourself and do an internal makeover. A lot of you good Christians, no matter the color, need to stop being hypocrites. Because you cannot subscribe to the handbook that we call the Holy Bible and all its tenets, requirements, bylaws, etc., and be okay with how our beautiful country is being ran into an ugly trash heap. You cannot be okay with treating people like trash. I know it's cliche, WWJD, what would Jesus do? But it's actually something, it's a principle that you should apply to your life. What would Jesus do? If you subscribe to the Bible, what would he do? How would he handle it? Even if you're not Christian, as a human being, what is the humane thing to do to make this country great again? It can happen, but it's going to take each and every one of us to make it happen. But for what Make America Great Again stands for today, is a bunch of bullshiggery. Bullshit. The MAGA hats today need to be thrown the fuck out the window, burned. One more thing before I go. A lot of these supporters of Make America Great Again, the MAGA hat, openly support the old Southern movement. They fly the Dixie flag, which was the flag of the Confederacy. Ain't that interesting? Make America great again, right? We had the Civil War. The South lost, right? The Confederacy lost, right? I think America is the only country where the loser of the war to that country is allowed to fly that flag openly and freely. In other countries, they're treated as traitors. Make America great again, right? Unless the sentiment of flying that flag is y'all trying to go to war with America internally. What's the premise behind it? Some people say, oh, it's about history. It's about a legacy. A legacy of what? Hate? Slave ownership? The Southern way of living? Because that's what the war was about. Maintaining that lifestyle. If I want to own slaves, I can. If I want to treat them like whatever, then I will. This is my right to do that. My right. Even though you're violating the human rights of all the people that you had enslaved. Your forefathers, that is. The Dixie flag is the state flag for what? Georgia, right? And then is partially branded in a couple other state flags. If you ain't from those states, first and foremost, there's no logical reason for you to fly that flag unless you're trying to make a statement. Make America great again, right? Even those states need to take it and pass a bill to change the flag. Because that's the flag of traitors. People that were against the United States, against the American way, right? Or was it the American way? Things that make you go, But in either case, the South lost. The Confederacy lost. And again, like I said, in other countries, people would be stoned, hung, beheaded, and worse for acts of traitorism. And for people to fly that flag openly is an act of traitorism. But people turn a blind eye to that. Make America great again, right? Come on, people. We got to wake up. We got to wake up. I've been on here for 32 minutes, 40 some odd seconds. Y'all need to wake up. It ain't all bad, but the damn sure is far from all good. I'm just giving you something to think about. Hopefully something to dialogue about, because that's what it's about. Like I said, communication. Let's open the lines of communication. We can all disagree, but we can also find things in each other that could bring us closer together. That will in turn help to make America great again. Huh? That's what y'all want, right? We have countries laughing at us right now. Scared of us right now. Not scared of the military might, but scared of what's going to happen next. There's spiritual and religious implications to everything that's going on right now that have been going on. People, you want better, do better. There's gonna be a lot of hate for this video. I can kind of feel it. Because some people just ain't ready. Just like with the fact that Barack Obama was in office. Let me say this, let me be honest real quick. I knew one day there would probably be a black president. I just didn't think it would happen in my lifetime, and I'm 47 years old. Why, Big Phil? Because I didn't think America was ready yet. As far as we supposedly have come, I didn't think we were ready yet. Boy, did I not realize how far we weren't ready for a black president till President Barack Obama took office. And it was at that point, it was like, damn. For as far as we come, it looked like we ain't take but maybe one step. And what Donald J. Trump has done is taken his finger, peeled back an invisible Band-Aid that hid that festering cancerous wound, took his finger, stuck it in it, stirred it around, stirred it up. Thus, you have the open acts of utter insanity in some people. You've seen the videos, people following people around apartment complexes. You don't live here because I don't know you in neighborhoods, and you're not going in the store. You don't live around, like dumb shit that could get them smacked the hell out and other things. But him sticking his finger in that wound in some of his rhetoric has awakened a half-sleep hornet's nest. We need to do better, folks. All across the board, white folks, black folks, Latino, Asian, Native American, you name it, Polynesian. You call yourself American, we either gonna build this nation up to be great, or we gonna bear witness to its crumble. And if you look at history, all empires crumble at some point, especially in the face of being evil, foul, ill-run, et cetera, et cetera. This your boy, Big Phil. I know y'all haven't seen that ticker going across. Hopefully it ain't, distract you too much. But I want for you to like this video. If you dislike the things that I said, dislike the video. That's cool too. We can agree to disagree. Comment, weigh in, tap in. Let me know what you're thinking, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Hopefully you stayed around for this 30-something minutes. Either way, subscribe to your boy. Hit that subscription bell. Boop, boop. I think I'm going to have content that you're going to want to hear. Hit that notification. Click that notification bell. Bing. Click that notification bell. Bing. So you can find out right away when I drop something new and fresh. Because I'm going to be dealing with topics that affect and affect our communities. And I'm going to do some celebrity-ish, as only Big Phil could do it. You heard me. More importantly, share this video. Put it on your Facebook. Put it on your Instagram. Put it on your wherever. Somebody needs to see this. Somebody needs to see this. Even if you don't agree with what I say and you want to show what it shouldn't be about, share that too. How about that? Because the point is dialogue. I'm trying to build dialogue. And as I say, I'm not anti-you, I'm pro-me, with the emphasis on building we. So let that marinate in your melon till the next time we can chop it up and have a tate-a-tate. And until that day, I holler.